Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. If you're new to my channel, if you just stumbled upon my pretty face, if you just somebody told you about Captain Will and Captain Will bringing the gospel of Gamecocks all around the world, welcome to the family. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. We got a good one today, y'all. I said we got a good one today, y'all. We are talking about recruiting. South Carolina women's basketball recruiting updates in your face. And if we're going to talk about recruiting, if we have to speak about recruiting today, we have to start with the head of the snake, and the head of the snake is Joyce Edwards. Joyce Edwards, number 2 ranked recruit. In my mind, the number 1 ranked recruit in the country. But ESPN has her as a number 2 ranked recruit. I saw her for 3 days at the Under Armour Elite 24. She is special on so many different levels. So she's with her being a number 2 ranked recruit, she is a game changer for whatever program decides to get her services. Wherever Joyce commits to, she is going to be a game changer for that program, regardless of what top level team that team is going to be. So South Carolina has been the favorite for Joyce Edwards for many, many months. Has been the favorite. It's been an afterthought pretty much that Joyce will be a Gamecock. She's been offered since 8th grade. She's been recruited by this coaching staff for a long, long time. She was the first one. She received an offer. That was the first offer for her. Camden High School is 30 minutes from Columbia. She's been on campus multiple times. She did an official visit not too long ago. So it's been in my mind, it's been an afterthought. I've been saying it for months that Joyce Edwards is going to be a Gamecock. And then you start hearing some rumors. You start hearing some rumors from LSU, from their recruiting guru. You hear a lot of rumors that LSU has been, coming to in-home visits. LSU was making their presence known at Joyce volleyball games. And the rumors that they were LSU was throwing a crazy NIL deal to Joyce Edwards to sweeten the pot and make sure that she's going to be a Gamecock. And I just got some information. I read the information. Somebody sent it to me, DM me information. And from a supposed insider, I'm just going to read the information to you. Edwards was offered today a guaranteed $2.2 million NIL deal, which included local transportation, no in-class attendance after the freshman class responsibilities are met, off-campus 3-bedroom apartment to sign with LSU, and access for family and friends, family and parents to travel via private air to any or all LSU games. Deal covers the first 2 years but comes with added NIL bonuses such as SEC Freshman of the Year, Freshman All-American, SEC Freshman of the Year, any tournament MVP or equal, Player of the Year, things of that nature. Last year, each player received a $10,000. This is LSU. Last year, each player received a $10,000 NIL bonus for making the tournament. So that will go in there as well. A team NIL bonus for making Sweet 16, Final Four, and the national championship. You get $25,000 for that. So you're talking about a $2.2 million NIL deal for 2 years, right? Transportation, local transportation, no class attendance. No class attendance after the freshman class responsibilities are met. Okay? Off-campus 3-bedroom apartment. Family can come to the games, get private air, all these different things. Then you got the bonuses for making the various different postseason type things. You get a $10,000 bonus for making the tournament. You get a $25,000 bonus for making the Sweet 16. All these sweet deals that's going on. That's real money, y'all. That is real money. If this is true, that is real money, and that is life-changing money for anybody. And then it goes on to talk about how she is suspected to commit soon silently. Silently commit soon, but not announce until April because she's having issues telling Don Staley no. I don't know how much of this is true. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I've heard the rumors. I've heard the rumors. And I hope it's not true. It goes on to say that she's besties with Chloe Kitts. Chloe and her were teammates at Team USA during the summer. You follow Chloe on Instagram. You saw Joyce Edwards with the garnet and black jersey. And Chloe was the one that posted it. Okay, so apparently she wants to wait until April, finish quick as possible, and then go to LSU. That's what this says. Okay? It's according to this insider, it's pretty much a done deal. But I will say this. Just reading the dynamics of the contract that was stated, just reading the context of it, just a couple of things that stuck out with me. Money obviously stuck out with me. $2.2 million is $2.2 million. It is what it is. That's a lot of money. And then you throw in the bonuses that goes along with that because LSU obviously will make the tournament. LSU probably going to go deep in this tournament. So that bonus is just continuing to roll over and she continuing to make money. The 3-bedroom apartment is dope. That is amazing. That is amazing for any kid. Any kid. But and the travel, I'm not sure what the local transportation, that means she gets a car and she can travel locally across, LSU, the campus, whatever that means. So she have a special chauffeur. I don't know what that means. What stuck out for me, what stuck out for your boy Captain Will is no class attendance after freshman class responsibilities are met. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. So after she goes through her freshman year, freshman class responsibilities are met. So I ain't got to go to class. There's no in-person class. So everything is done online. Do I have a special teacher that shows up into my apartment and then we set up a Zoom in the living room? What does that mean? What does that mean? Because I think that Joyce Edwards is looking at the 40-year plan and not the 4-year plan. I really do. I think that with her parents being academic stars themselves and Joyce being an academic star herself, I don't think that's a good selling point of saying that you ain't got to go to class in person for 3 years after you finish your freshman responsibilities. It's just saying you so damn good you just playing basketball and we're doing some online classes. I don't think that is a selling point to get this recruit. This recruit. It might get some other recruits. It might get some other recruits for you to commit. But this one right here, this girl right here, this country girl right here from Camden, high school from Camden, South Carolina, Bulldogs, I don't think that's a selling point because this girl wants to be an academic giant while also being an athletic giant. Let me be clear about this. Let me be clear. And I want to make this real plain. $2.2 million is a lot of money. $2.2 million is a lot of money. But from what I hear, money is not the issue with Joyce Edwards. Money's not the issue. So with money not being an issue, maybe that's why they're offering $2.2 million. They're trying to give us something that you can't refuse. And if the rumors that I've heard before this came out are true, then the NIL space has officially changed the game athletically. Because you're going to have players. You're going to have boosters basically paying for players. That's what it is. If LSU is able to throw the bag at Joyce Edwards and she goes to LSU, you've got the number one recruit in the state of South Carolina who happens to be the second ranked recruit in the country. You broken in the fence that Don Staley has had across the state of South Carolina, and you took one of our own. And we get real territorial. We are real territorial about somebody breaking into our house and taking one of our own. That's how we feel about Joyce Edwards. And yes, if Joyce Edwards decides to go to LSU, it is going to be tough for her because, and this is the thing, right? A 17, 18-year-old kid is getting ready to make a lifetime type choice that is going to affect her future. Because good or bad, happy or sad, she will be looked at some type of way. Okay? If she goes to LSU, we're going to know that she went to LSU for the bag. We're going to know that. That is going to be the narrative, that Joyce Edwards left South Carolina, went to LSU for the bag. Okay? If she stays home at the university at South Carolina and comes to the University of South Carolina, we are going to say that she stayed loyal and she stayed true and she went to USC. She has a really good relationship with Don Staley. So it's going to be tough to tell her, no, Coach Staley, I am not coming to the University of South Carolina. I am going to my nemesis, in the LSU Tigers and play for head coach Kim Mulkey. That is the pressure that this young lady is going through right now. This is why, if it's true that she's not going to let this go, she's not going to commit until April and then roll out and bounce, because she ain't got to deal with all that stuff. For Joyce Edwards, and we have to make sure that we respect the decision of this young lady, because this is the toughest decision she's ever made. So if she chooses LSU, if she chooses South Carolina, she chooses Clemson, she chooses UConn, whatever team that she decides to choose, we have to respect her decision. We may not be happy with the decision, because I'm one right now. I'm going to be very sad if she chooses LSU. I will be sad. I will be mad if she chooses Clemson. But that is her decision. That is her decision. And it's her decision that's going to be tough. And she will have to live with that decision. But I pray that she chooses the University of South Carolina. But in reality and in truth, I pray that the decisions that she makes her feel whole, and that she is comfortable with their decision. Because at the end of the day, it's for her and her family, and for her and her family to live a potentially great life 4, 5, 10, 15 years from now. And I have the utmost confidence that Joyce Edwards will do so. Now, if Joyce Edwards decides to go to LSU, Joyce Edwards decides to go to LSU, where do we as Gamecock fans turn? What happens then? The number one recruit in the state of South Carolina, who we've been nurturing for the past 3-4 years to be a Gamecock, where does that go? What happens? What happens then? Do we just pause? Do we hit the transfer portal? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Joyce decides to go to another school, so we missed the boat on Joyce Edwards, but we still have the number 12 ranked recruit in Maddie McDaniel. We still have the 33rd ranked recruit, Adele Tack, who both decided to commit to the Gamecocks on yesterday, signed the dotted line. They are Gamecocks. They are officially Gamecocks, and they will be with us in 2024. Make no mistake, the 12th ranked, the 33rd ranked recruits, a 5-star recruit point guard, and a 4-star, high 4-star recruit center who happens to be 6'6" are going to be Gamecocks. If Joyce decides to go to LSU, we will be sad, but the cupboard is not bare. The cupboard is not bare. Kennedy Smith, our target, 6-foot wing, 6'1" wing, 6th ranked in the ESPN recruiting rankings, #1 wing in the country, will make her decision on November the 11th. And South Carolina is in the top 5. And for what I hear, we are in the top 2. So if we do not get the services of Joyce Edwards and we get Kennedy Smith on Saturday, on Veterans Day, which happens to be my day, Captain Will's day, I'm not going to be upset whatsoever. And I say that like this right here. Number 6 recruit, number 12th ranked recruit, number 33rd ranked recruit, who I think going to be a top 20 recruit when it's all said and done, and Adele Tack is the #1 ranked recruiting class. Make no mistake about it. That is the #1 ranked recruiting class. Right now, at the having the 12th ranked recruit and the 33rd ranked recruit, we are the #5 ranked recruiting class to go along with the #2 ranked recruiting class we had last year. This class is already special. Getting the Kennedy Smith and possibly getting the Joyce Edwards will make it unbelievable. But we have so much, and let's fast forward to the 2024 season, the 2024-2025 season. You have, let's look at the players that we have returning. Raven Johnson, our starting point guard, will be a red shirt junior. Okay? Tahina Pow will be gone. So we have Raven Johnson, red shirt junior. You're going to have Bree Hall, who's starting at the 3 right now, who will be a senior. You had Chloe Kiss, who started this past first game against Notre Dame. She will be a junior. You have Camila Cardoza, who will be gone. But you will return right in the starting lineup, Raven, Bree, and Chloe. So to replace Tahina Pow in that position, you know it's going to be Malaysia Fulwiley. Malaysia Fulwiley will be the starter. So Malaysia will be a sophomore. And then to replace Camila Cardoza, you will have a combination of possibly Sakima Walker, who's maturing this season and getting used to SEC play, but she's 6'5", and a combination of her and Adele Tack, who's 6'6", the incoming freshman. That lineup is dope. And then not to mention that, you know, I'm going to change the game. I'm going to say Ashlyn Watkins is going to be the starter. Ashlyn Watkins will be a junior. So Ashlyn Watkins at center at 6'3". Chloe at 6'3", a junior. Bree Hall, a senior. Malaysia Fulwiley, a sophomore. Raven Johnson, a redshirt sophomore. That will be our starting 5. And then coming off the bench, you're talking about Maddie McDaniel filling the backup point guard role, who's a 5-star 12th ranked player in the country. Okay? You got Tessa Johnson, who will be a sophomore, who's a 25th ranked player in the country, 5-star McDonald's All-American, #1 player in the state of Minnesota, could shoot the lights out, be a backup shooting guard. Okay, and then you can talk about the Sanaya Johns. You can talk about the Sakima Walkers. You can talk about Sanaya Fagan, who will be a senior and who will play the 5 in the 4th position. We will still have a great team if we started right now next year. But you know that Coach Don Staley will bring in a top-level transfer if we don't get Joyce Edwards. Mark it down, book it. I said it last night in the video, in the live show, which was an amazing show. If Joyce Edwards decides to go to LSU, we will bring in a transfer, a quality transfer to fill that gap, to fill that power forward position. Whatever recruiting shortcomings that happened this year will be filled in the transfer portal. Because what's not going to happen is that we reach. And when I say reach, we reach meaning that we step down lower from the elite players that we recruit and go get a player just to fill a position. Now, with South Carolina, if you reach down to a lower level a type player that doesn't have the eliteness that South Carolina is doing, that player is not going to play. That player's not going to play. You will fill a role as a positional player, but that player is not going to play. So if we lose out on Joyce Edwards, don't think that we're going to reach down and get the 75th, 80th, 90th ranked player in the draft, in the recruiting class just to fill a role at the power forward position. No, we're going to get some transfer, some sophomore or junior who's been doing it, who's already has that cachet to come in and play for the Gamecocks. That's what to expect. So if Joyce decides to go to LSU, and I just want to leave you with some gleam, and Shane Beamer says, you got to find some love. If she decides to go, the world is not over. The sun still comes up. We will still be fine as Gamecock fans. So don't lose hope and think that, oh, we didn't get Joyce Edwards. LSU took Joyce Edwards. That is all over. No. We have special players coming to the University of South Carolina who's already committed and who want to be a Gamecock. Already. And who are ready to work and put in that. I wish Joyce Edwards makes the same great decision to be a Gamecock. But if she does not, South Carolina fans, we will be fine. We will be fine. This concludes another episode of Gamecock Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. You are now rocking with the best, and since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. Let's go. Let's go.